Breaking news!
Hello everybody, I am the Foxboy Axe with the Sonic Facts, and with me today is my co-host right here.
Good morning, Hedgehog Zone fans. I am the co-host with the most Sandy intros, Joe, and we got a big scoop here, don't we, Axe?
Yes, indeed. And actually, I know I haven't been active this year so far. I was actually working on a Sonic Prime review with myself, Gio, and a couple of others, and then my house flooded, so that got delayed, and then some more news came out, and I'm like, oh man, everyone's going to move on to that, and I'm still going to do the review video, but I figured I would put this little disclaimer there just so that we know why it's coming out after this instead. But before I go into it, get some context behind it real quick. I'll try to explain very quickly. As far as I knew, I don't know how much everyone else has been keeping up, but there was a rumor last year, towards the end of the year, that there's going to be a Sonic and Shadow game in 2024, right? And then another rumor, very recently, just some trust me bro person on the internet was like, hey, there's going to be a new PlayStation State of Play coming up soon, which is like Nintendo Direct for PlayStation, Sony, and it was gonna have like Rise of Ronin, and then they were being very cryptic with their sentences, but like they implied a few other games that were going to be announced, and people deciphered it. It was pretty on the nose. Like one of the sentences was Sonic will live in the shadow of his generation, and so then people were like, oh, they're gonna remaster Sonic Generations and put Shadow in it. Then all of a sudden, the official announcement was made for PlayStation State of Play, like 2 days after that rumor, and so everyone was like, oh my gosh, the rumor is true, so we're going to get a Sonic Generations remaster. And somebody else said that the game was going to be called Sonic X Shadow Generations, and then Zippo, like a famous / infamous leaker, announced that supposedly we are going to get a separate like Sonic and Shadow game from this. That this isn't the Sonic and Shadow game that he mentioned before, but that this game was actually happening. So take that with a grain of salt. Maybe it actually is this game. Maybe it isn't. But in case something else shows up, then we know, like, hey, like there was a heads up that like that it could be something else, you know. But for a lot of people who didn't know about the leak already, it was probably a surprise, because at State of Play, all they did was they just showed the trailer just like randomly, and they started off right here with this, just regular old Sonic Generations. Well, not just regular old Sonic Generations. It's in the Hedgehog engine too, Gio. I can't tell the difference.
I can tell.
You said it looked pretty nice. I can't really tell the difference. I'd have to see it side by side.
It looks a little smoother. It's like a pixel or two smoother.
So, but the point is, for people who knew about the leaks, were like, oh my god, they really are gonna like do a remaster of Generations. And it's funny because there were actually a lot of memes on the internet too about it, making fun of it. But then as soon as it dropped, the trailer, everybody got excited because they saw all the new stuff. So what new stuff am I talking about, Gio? It's this coming up right here. So we got the exact same animation from before, but then all of a sudden Shadow comes in, Sonic Adventure 2 pose. Classic Sonic's like, man, who the heck is that, man?
What the heck? Like, who the heck is this, and why is he edgy?
So then Shadow comes in. He does his signature pose, very simple. Like I said before, yeah, so it's like Sonic Adventure has his iconic Sonic Adventure pose. This is basically Shadow's equivalent to that, even though it's just him looking over his shoulder. He holds a gun in Shadow the Hedgehog in this pose. He holds his fist up in like Brawl, and was it Brawl or was it the later Smash Bros? It was in Smash Bros. He does a pose similar to this, but he's always looking over his shoulder, you know. Yep. And then all of a sudden, what really freaked people out was this right here. Right after this, we start getting new footage new footage of a new stage.
Yeah!
Not just any new stage, but what looks like either Final Rush or Final Chase. Final Chase makes more sense for Shadow, but it could be both or either. It's just really cool to see it reimagined, different lighting, new assets for these. Different.
The whole HD quality, like
even like hold on, come back. The rails going in loops like this, just like in the original game, it almost looks like the level design philosophy is a little different than from a regular Boost game, but who knows? The lighting is different. Oh, they even have like the little ledges here, like in Meteor Herd.
yep.
The lighting again is different. It makes you feel more like you're in space. Shadow teleports whenever he homing attacks.
Kind of like in his game or in 06. And then, yeah, this image just sums up Shadow perfectly for me. It's like, it doesn't matter. He will kick anything out of the way.
That Sonic's theme song, but it applies to Shadow too. Yes. I don't know what it is he's kicking, like a rocket or something, or like a capsule maybe, but it looks familiar. I feel like it looks familiar. It almost. I'm like, what is that? Like Shadow's capsule, and he's kicking it back into the Ark? Like, I'm confused. Or is that a missile, and he's kicking it back? Oh, and this is.
Hey, Shadow! It's me!
The devil!
I mean, someone was gonna make the joke eventually.
You had to do it again, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm surprised that they acknowledge Black Doom's existence. This is probably the most popular he's been in a while. And I'm curious to hear how he's going to sound, too, because it's not like he's just, like, a memory in the past. From what I saw, he could be, like, the main antagonist of this add-on to the game. You know, it's like a whole extra game here. And like he could be voiced by Sean Shamel still, for all we know, but he also could get a new voice actor. It could be anybody. Anybody could probably do that voice. And I could probably try to apply and do the voice, and I could just be like, "Hey Sega, listen to this." Hey Shadow, it's me, the devil.
Oh, that was good.
But he's coming through like a portal, so yeah, it seems like he might be doing something. And I'm not going to say much about it, Gio, but I'm going to just say Shadow looks a little goofy here.
Of course, I knew that was coming.
But
then we start going
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, whatever that's all about. That's definitely not the same. Shadow's definitely not dealing with the same issues that Sonic was dealing with in Generations. So it's almost kind of weird that they connected it together. They could have easily just like made like a Shadow Generations or something. But yeah, I actually do like Shadow.
That would be like a short game.
I like Shadow skating here just a little bit though, because like in SA2 he skates faster when he gets faster, and it could be a little silly, but like I noticed that he actually speeds up here, and I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know what. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
I wonder if this is a cutscene that's actually going to be in the game, because it's not like a CGI cutscene; it's an in-game looking cutscene. So
yeah, it looks like a alpha build footage.
I don't know what stage this is supposed to be. It looks more like Radical Highway than Speed Highway, but the background looks like Lethal Highway, and I don't know what this is. He's going like straight into the air and sideways, and I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Maybe it's supposed to be all the highways. It's the highway to heck.
I have heartburn, but in 4K.
Give me cookie.
and the Hedgehog, we're gonna see his cookies in the Hedgehog engine too, Gio. Man, he looks great.
Hey.
He looks disgustingly great, or beautifully disgusting. His mouth is so gummy, and the wires,
it's so grotesque. I love it.
The cables going through his neck, I think, look really nice considering like how we usually see it. Like we grinded on those things like rails, so it's weird to see them as actual like tubes. And he has like these weird mechanical things sticking out of him that are also moving around like a limb. And I'm like, that's kind of freaky too. But what I think is really cool is that they have like this dynamic shot here, like something you see out of Sonic Frontiers, The Final Horizon.
I love the shot. And look, you can actually see like the skin cracking on the Biolizard in the shot. It's like that is so reptilian. I love it. I love that detail.
Yeah,
I
the
love
scales. And you know what's weird too is I didn't notice this in Sonic Adventure 2, but I noticed it like in like say Sonic X or but you know the Biolizard doesn't have eyes?
What?
Yeah, he has these little tube things like sensors for eyes.
Yeah, but they look like eyes. Maybe it's because they're just placed there.
But anyways, so and I don't know where they're fighting, but like it's very different. There's a little question mark thing again. That comes back. That's cool.
Yay! More Omo Chow. Woo!
No. That's the alternative to Amo Chow. Remember they have the little question marks.
Yeah.
That probably means that Shadow himself is going to talk or whatever. Then he's punching this weird thing, whatever that's shattering, and kicking this other thing away, and whatever that is, and then
also I just noticed this. But you notice that green filter around the Shadow in certain clips. I think that's him going through
control?
time, like kind of like it's slowed down.
Oh, you might be right.
It's the demon. It's like a chaos spear.
I think what he's breaking and hitting here, this might be Biolizard's heartburn that he's hitting back. That's
the heartburn.
Oh,
it hurts.
Oh, did you notice he's doing he's doing Chaos Sphere also.
Yeah. That's something neat. We get to see all Shadow skills put to use.
That's cool.
The question is, Axe, will it be worth the purchase?
I don't know. That depends on like how much of this is new and how much isn't. Because as much as I love Sonic Generations, the thing I'm worried about is that in the context of this particular game, I feel like anything that's just like standard Generations will come off as boring. Like as its own game, it's amazing, but in this context, you're going to be focused on whatever's new, and it's like, am I going to have to go through all of this just to get to the new stuff? Like, this is 10 years old already. Like this Sonic Adventure was about like 12 years old when Sonic Generations came out, and Sonic Generations is now like 12 years old. So it doesn't feel the same because Generations looks pretty modern, but that's the same amount of time apart. It's wild, and I don't know.
The fact that they're charging like full price for this, it's like, no, guys, let's roll it back a little. Let's go $40. $40? That sounds reasonable. Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
So, aside from that, there's something that came out just recently too. So, Super Bowl is coming up soon, and Paramount has finally acknowledged that the Knuckles series exists by doing like a little special for the Super Bowl that using multiple IPs together that I'm going to show you here real quick.
On Paramount Mountain, the stakes get higher.
I mean, I can't get that thing up there.
So, different... So there's Hey Arnold.
If it were a football, I'd be able to reach the top.
What about a football-shaped head?
Poor Arnold. I love you, but
We throw.
So there's Knuckles.
you were cursed.
There's movie Knuckles amongst
With Chief.
And Master Chief, yeah. Hey Arnold, Peppa Pig, Survivor.
Survivor did.
Yeah.
Host.
So
Yeah, it's like
the child.
In all honesty, we don't deserve Master Chief in this promo. Considering, look, if you're Halo fans watching this, you know why this is a bad move. You know why this is going to be bad. Oh no.
Oh, like, oh no. Well,
Anyways.
it could turn out better. You never know. Oh, he was
They
ready.
broke Rule 1 of Master Chief.
Yeah, okay.
He never takes a helmet.
That's true. Okay.
Okay.
We throw the child.
Gutsy call, sir.
Smart thinking.
What? No, that's dumb thinking. He's not throwing Arnold.
Throw him.
Throw him.
Hey, do you want an immunity idol?
What? You can't throw a child at a wall.
Paramore, shut your face!
Shut me.
Unless you prefer to freeze to death.
So another thing too is I was gonna say is that I don't know what I would have him play as, whether it's the voice of one of the animated characters or just another human, but I would definitely love to see Sir Patrick Stewart in a Sonic project at some point. Like he could just play a human, but it would be great to have him there. He'd be an interesting human. I mean, I guess we got this scene here with him and Knuckles together, so.
I'm not gonna throw a kid.
Maybe.
No build for the
I thought the
moment,
perfect
I see.
casting. I thought the perfect
Point.
casting. I got it. Okay, now Axe, follow me on this one. Picture him with match eyes and a GUN uniform.
Oh yeah,
Patrick
yeah,
Stewart as General Towers.
yeah. So then would he would like replace the current commander of Gun? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I'll throw him.
Throw the child. I just want to show the rest of this because it's actually really funny.
And Creed's here.
Watch and learn.
I'll turn it down because of the music.
Water. And we need a hole-in-one before the 7th
I
inning.
like how Arnold is actually getting hyped for it now.
Stretch. Be brave.
I mean, to be fair, if Patrick Stewart was going to throw me, I'd be excited too.
Yeah, everybody loves Patrick Stewart, so that's fine.
Hike!
Freaking Arnold's face. One thing I think is funny is just Arnold's face before he throws them. And then the way they animate Arnold when he gets thrown.
I just threw him higher. Come on.
Knuckles is like, what the heck is that?
So close.
He's
How are you
okay!
gonna get up there?
Alright, now get ready for this.
Now, if there were only someone made of pigskin.
Bingo.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. So hopefully we'll get like at least some kind of teaser or trailer at the Super Bowl for Knuckles. And
I mean, Paramount would have to be crazy not to use this ad space to advertise it.
right.
Speaking of advertising,
Breaking news.
now on to our top story.
About an hour and a half prior to this recording, I'm trying to get everything set up to record this as soon as we can. But yeah, about an hour and a half ago, we got this teaser. Yeah, all right. So I mean, it's not. There's a part of it that's not like super crazy and exciting for like some people because we already knew the logo was gonna look kind of like that. But it's nice to see like first off, it's nice to see a finalized version of the logo with it, and notice here's something I want to point out too. Before the logos always had like some kind of like thing, right, to emphasize what it is that they're referencing, and clearly is referencing Sonic Adventure 2's logo, which we saw already from the clapper or whatever those things are called. But notice that it's also like a 3D model of it. So I wonder if that's kind of like an implication of like, oh, we're referencing 3D games now, you know? And but also live and learn. So I'm concerned because in Sonic Movie 2 they did reference Emerald Hill Zone's theme in the teaser, but not in the movie itself. And I'm like, Green Hill Zone got to be in Sonic 1. Why not put Emerald Hill? So I'm hoping Live and Learn is actually in the movie and not just this teaser. But man, at least they acknowledge it, and they're aware, from what I heard, that the fans want Live and Learn in the movie. It's not just It's not just me, everybody wants that. The things I want in this movie is
the whole community wants Live and Learn to happen in this movie.
If Live and Learn happens in the movie, the people are going to start singing like at the Sonic Symphony. I'm going to miss what happens. I'm going to have to watch the movie again, which I will. It's more money for them. They got to do it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf, do it.
Just do it.
And
do it.
I like just the way it looks, and then also at first I thought it was a tease to Shadow's voice, and I was like, oh, but I don't think it is. It sounds like it could have been Shadow, right? But then I had this thing, like, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, sure.
It sounds familiar, Gio, and I actually think it's Jim Carrey as Eggman. And then I found this video here. This is by Marveloid, and this is actually posted a year ago. So it's not like there's any reaction to what happened in this teaser. So this is why it sounds familiar to me.
And your little dog, too.
No, wait. Here.
An hors d'oeuvre, an aperitif, and a moose bouche. I get it.
And it helps that they even emphasized it too. So.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same voice clip. It's not even a new one. It's let me hear just for comparison, just to make absolutely sure we're all on the same page here. Okay, ready?
Get it.
All right. See? So what does that tell you?
Oh.
Jim Carrey's back. And then I actually can confirm this too because Variety posted this exclusive. Jim Carrey will reprise his role as the mad scientist Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So Jim Carrey is this Jim Carrey's first trilogy? I think it's his first trilogy.
It is his first trilogy. It is his first trilogy where he's in all 3 movies in a row.
If he retires after this, I'll be satisfied. I just needed him in the trilogy. I mean, it'd be sad not to have Robotnik going forward, but we could survive without it, after this. But we needed Shadow for this movie. This is one of the things I really wanted. I wanted Live and Learn. I wanted Robotnik to be in the 3rd movie, and I want Maria to die. We don't need.
It's PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, well, they haven't actually announced that yet. They announced that it was PG-12 in Slovakia, which is equivalent to 13 here, but who knows what standards that they have that they decided on that for. But I'm hoping so, that it's PG-13, because I don't need Maria to get shot. I don't need to see her get shot. I just need Shadow's story to be tragic, and for us to see Shadow as motivated as being a threat to the world. Unlike Knuckles, Shadow was a threat to the world. And maybe there will be a bigger threat after that because Shadow switches sides, but who knows? That's something. And then that would be the perfect way to have Live and Learn, and we gotta have Super Shadow clearly, right? So,
oh yeah, you know what? Okay, here's a prediction. We will have Supersonic and Super Shadow versus Robot. Live and Learn playing in the background, sung by Crush 40, and the entire world will lose their minds.
Oh, and also there was a recent rumor that Hayden Christensen was the voice of Shadow. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, but I mean, I guess it could be true.
I got plenty of salt to share with you on that. It's like, yeah, Hayden is a good actor. Like, he slowly got more good over the years and gone a little to the dark side. Hint, hint for the Star Wars fans. But him as Shadow, it's like, you know what? I'm not opposed to it, but maybe there's a better option. Like, if that's true, then be like, okay, then let's see how it goes. If not, it's like, okay, let's see who's next.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man, I don't even, because Jack Sparrow also has a drunk accent too, so I don't know if this is the best example. But I always thought that it'd be funny if Johnny Depp voiced Shadow. Although with recent events going on, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Am I not? Hello.
Hold on. Oh.
Not sure I deserve
Oh.
that. Giselle.
Who was she?
What? I may have deserved that. Anna Maria.
Best running gag.
No, that one I deserve.
See, he could sound like Shadow. Wait.
Yeah, he can. Like, if he lost, like, the bit of the drunkenness.
Yeah, the accent and everything.
Just a smidge. Yeah.
I may have deserved
Who's
that.
the...
Anna Maria. I may have deserved that.
Oh, Anna, he says Anna Maria too. I almost sounded like he said Anne Maria. Anne Maria.
Anna Maria.
See?
Yeah, like, I can buy
Oh boy.
old Cat Jack as my boy Shadow.
I really doubt. I think he'd be too expensive, anyways. But did you know that there's also there's actually a petition to get the movie to not be PG-13? They're worried about it being like this really grotesque thing, whatever, that parents don't. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Like, it shouldn't even matter anyways, because we're not expecting anything that like gruesome. But even if it was like highly rated, parents would probably still take their kids anyways. Like,
right?
They took their kids to see.
Today's current PG-13 is just PG to parents, as long as their kids just sit down, shut up, and watch a good movie. Like, they don't care.
Today's PG-13 was basically Lion King, and I mean, parents took their kids to see Deadpool, not realizing what it was, and then they got upset because they didn't pay attention to like the rating or anything. They also took their kids to see a certain animated movie starring food products that I won't name on this channel.
No, so much, no.
Yeah, that one really got parents peeved, and I'm like, oh, you should have paid attention to the rating, to the commercials. I mean, it's in the title. I can't even say the title on this channel. It's so obvious.
Just because it's animated doesn't mean it's always for kids.
I'm glad you knew what I was talking about. I mean, I can pretty much tell you know what I'm talking about.
Sadly, I do.
Curse you, Seth Rogen. And then he went on to do another animated movie of Ninja Turtles. Okay. But yeah, so that's it for today, everybody. So again, thank you all for joining. I will be still working on that Sonic Prime review thing. I just wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way because so much was happening already, and I'm like, oh man. And then we still have like a rainy week ahead of us here, and hopefully it's not going to be too heavy like last week, and then the house will be okay. I did back everything up, so even if I do delay it, at least I kept all my files and stuff. But that's going to be it for this particular video. See you guys next time.
And this has been Breaking News.
You kind of cut out a little bit there. Whatever.
See ya.
See ya.